Sitting in a basilica at 570 AD, in the heart of Jerusalem, lay a crown of thorns. They had been there for a while. Then the wars started, and the emperors started coming from Constantinople, now Istanbul. The crown of thorns and a relic of the true cross then went to Istanbul, where it stayed until 1238. Things started to get a little dicey for the Emperor Baldwin in Constantinople, and he had already mortgaged everything he had, including the crown of thorns. That's when King Louis, in 1238, decided to see if he could buy the relics and bring them to Paris. He was looking to unite people, and he thought the crown of thorns would be the thing that could help him do it. He paid three times what it cost to build the cathedral that it was kept in. It was not originally kept in Notre Dame. It was moved to Notre Dame after the relic barely escaped the French Revolution. In the French Revolution, they were collectivist, socialists, anti-capitalists, anti-religionists, anti-God, and they desecrated Notre Dame. They had sex on the altar and sacrifices. They said it was a temple of reason, not a temple of God. In the chapel where the true cross and the crown of thorns were kept, much of it was destroyed. Somehow or another, those two relics escaped, and they lay safe until after the Revolution and 1806. 1806 is when Napoleon said, we should move these temporarily to Notre Dame for safekeeping. Well, they were moved there, and they were never moved again until yesterday. These are the crown jewels of France, and it was a extraordinarily brave priest that went into the flames to grab these relics. Whether they are truly the true cross and the crown of thorns, we'll never really know. They've been dated to the right era, to the right time, but whether they are the true cross and the true crown of thorns, we don't know. And there are only about 70 thorns, they say, 70 thorns left, because at the time, King Louis would give one of the thorns to people who had done something that he favored. Now it's preserved in a crystal case, a round crystal case that was made in the late 1800s, and it is only out a couple of times. One on Good Friday, which is coming up on this Friday, and Easter. Usually it is laying away from prying eyes. I was struck yesterday by I will never see Notre Dame, and it is what I had said recently. I had told my family and I had told you for different reasons that these churches and these cathedrals and these monuments will be lost in the coming years. All I could think of was we had planned a trip to Paris just this last summer, and I canceled it because we were in the middle of doing business. And I had told my family, we have got to get to Paris before it burns down to the ground and you won't see things like the cathedral anymore.